Hello fellow Peanuts fans, I'm Karen from CollectPeanuts.com. I went out to a flea market and I'm here to show you all the treasures I bought. It was a really good day, including getting this Boy George Snoopy. This is something I don't see very often at antique malls or flea markets, and there were actually two of them at the flea market. And this was the cheaper of the two. The other one was way too expensive for me. And Boy George, as you might know, is a pop star from the 1980s. And he's got his lovely hat here. There's also a Mr. T Snoopy, so look out for that one. This is my flea market bag. So let's see what I have inside. Here we've got a nice Olympic set of PVCs. Let me get this open. We've got Lucy, Peppermint Patty, Charlie Brown, Snoopy, his head's a little wiggly. Yep. His head comes off. There's just a small peg here that his head fits into. And then, most importantly of all, we have Woodstock. Now, when you find these sets, Woodstock is usually missing. So when I find a set that has the Woodstock, I'm going to snap that up. Even if it's missing some of the other characters, that Woodstock is worth getting that set. So these all stack up on top of each other. Okay, I got it. Actually, I think Charlie Brown's meant to be the bottom of the pyramid. Oh no, that's not working. Oh, there we go, there we go. And now the Woodstock. See if we can get Charlie Brown in the frame. There we go. Now, if you want prices for any of these things I'm showing you today, be sure to visit our Patreon page. Here I've got a couple of Easter Whitman's eggs. These are actually Banks, and inside of them originally would have been candy. And there were a lot of these at the flea market, and I picked up probably 90% of them. Here we got Win a Few, Lose a Few, Charlie Brown. I thought this book was in excellent shape, so I picked it up because I figured even if I didn't need it, there was going to be somebody that wanted this for their collection. So this is the Holt, Reinhardt, and Winston version for weekly reader books. You can see Snoopy Joe Cool there, and it says Cool. And they got their A&W root beer. This is actually an apron. I'll have to put this on at the end and demonstrate it for you. It's very cute. Great price. Here we have a McDonald's toy. This is actually from Canada. And these were called Pop and Go cars. They're from 1989. Here we've got a lovely Hallmark cookie cutter. Really cute. This would have been in a set of 4, but I only found one. But, you know, somebody is going to want that cookie cutter and make their Christmas cookies out of that. And, oh, this is just my wallet. Is there any money left in it? Oh! There's still money left in there. I guess we can go for another trip. Let's see, what else do we have? Ah! Here's a wallet I picked up at the flea market. No money in this one, I don't think. Nope. Just a tag that says it's Butterfly Originals. This is probably from the late 70s, maybe early 80s. Would have originally come in a box, but you don't usually find them like that. So just finding them in decent condition where the inside plastic bits haven't fallen out and the coin purse area is still intact, I mean, that's a win for me. We have a sweet little bag. This is for Snoopy plush. You've got your backpack straps here. So I thought that was a great deal, so I picked that up. A couple decks of cards here. We've got, this is from probably the 90s, maybe early 2000s. This is made by Hoyle. And you can see they're fancy cards. Figured if I didn't have this, there's going to be another collector out there that wants those. And then we've got this wonderful set from Hallmark. This is probably 1970s, I'm guessing. It's hard to remember the dates of everything. Let's see if these cards have the characters on them. Nope, no characters on these cards. This lovely applause figurine is a good deal. I think I might have this, so there's going to be a lucky collector out there buying him and supporting CollectPeanuts.com. Here's a puzzle I bought. I still need to put it back together. Let's do that right now. Unfortunately, it didn't come with like a nice Ziploc bag or anything holding its pieces together. But the backpack has a nice pocket for keeping flat things together. Ooh. Oh, the real challenge is building a puzzle when it's not flat on your table. So if you need an extra challenge someday, I guess this is the thing to do. Oh! Just losing the pieces left and right. Let's see, another shoe. Hands, feet, and some hair. There we go. And that's the puzzle I bought. This is just one of many bags you're going to be seeing today. Picked up this Snoopy for President button for a good price. I know I have one, so let me know if you need one for your collection. Got a pair of these little greeting dolls. They would have originally had a little tag on them with a message, but those are usually missing, but these dolls are in fantastic condition, so I wasn't about to pass them up. I got a vintage nightlight. Still need a test to see if they work. Yeah, because I got another one, so. It was a day for vintage nightlights. Dropping things left and right. Here we go. Got a vintage Aviva skateboard featuring Snoopy Joe Cool and Woodstock. Great condition. I love the curvy skateboard ones. Here we have a sweatshirt. Now I usually don't buy vintage clothing, but I mean, I'm from Wisconsin, so a Joe Badger sweatshirt is just my sort of thing. Molly has entered the room. You can hear her clicking toenails. She's interested in whatever I bought. all the sights and smells of a flea market. Now this is a kid's craft. Basically you would get little pots of paint to make your own sun catcher. And I just thought this was really cute. I usually don't buy made crafts, but if I like it, I'm gonna buy it. And it was a good price. Next we have a trophy. These are always popular with my fellow Peanuts collectors. This one says, winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. Very cute. And also with a Wisconsin connection, where is it? Where is it? Here we go. There's Snoopy. Now this isn't strictly a Packers hat, especially since it's got skiing on it, but you can't deny green and gold works for the Packers and Wisconsin. So I had to pick that up. It was a great price. Next we've got my bag of plushies. Saw this Belle and realized this is a 2-for-1 deal. Now this outfit she's wearing is for the more posable dolls. And then underneath she's got this leotard on. And she's got her original headband. Which is great because I have this doll but she doesn't have her headband. So finally I get a complete one, plus I get this awesome outfit. I love this outfit and I haven't been able to get a hold of one, so this was a terrific BOGO deal. We have a cute little Metlife plushie. Just when you think you have them all, you see another one you haven't picked up before. I'm not exactly sure what this one is supposed to be dressed as. I think he's kind of like a runner, or maybe he's exercising. If you know, let me know in the comments. Here we have an applause doll from the 90s. It says Class of Cool. So he's got his little graduation hat on. Oh, looks like there's an original price tag on this. Can I read it still? $8.50 from Barbara's Hallmark. That's not how much I paid. We got a good deal on it then. Very cute. Now we've got this little guy. It's a little rag doll. Let's see if he's still got his tag. He does. He was such a good price, I just grabbed him up and said, you need to come home with me. This is one of the Ideal rag dolls. They came in multiple sizes, and I believe this is the smallest. I don't know how you can get smaller than this little guy. Here we got some Snoopy sandwich bags. I never see these, and this was a good price, so I picked them up. Unfortunately, the box is not open, so you can't see inside, but fortunately for me that they're like mint in the package. I mean, this package is a little dinged up, but not too bad considering finding Snoopy sandwich bags is difficult. These were made by Carousel Products, probably sometime in the 80s. We have a lunchbox from Sealy Thermos. I believe that's what they're called. And one of the reasons I bought this, first it was a good price and the lunchbox is in pretty decent shape. The other is, I've never seen it with green accents on Charlie Brown. Now, I'm not sure if that's original or, you know, like some kid took a marker and colored it in. So I'm gonna have to do some research and see if I can find another version of this, because I can't tell. Either they were really good with the marker, or it's a rare one of a kind. I don't know. It's a good mystery. And I love finding new things that I haven't seen before at the flea market. And look at that beautiful lunchbox. Okay. We're running out of room on the table, but you gotta see this Linus thumb and blanket doll. This is in beautiful condition, this box. It's actually easier, I feel, to find the Linus doll than this Snoopy doll. Let's take a... I don't know if you can take Linus out. I think I tried this yesterday. The only problem with Linus is he's got little teeny tiny dots on his face. So hopefully those clean up. I kind of wanted to rescue him from years of being shipped around flea markets and sitting out in the hot sun and maybe getting more damaged over the years. So he came home with me. Got a nice little Halloween plush here from Hallmark. He was a great price, so I snatched him right up. A little bit more for your Halloween decor. This is another Whitman's bank. So many Whitman's banks. Speaking of, here's a purple egg. And we've got this Valentine's Day container. It would have had a scoop in there, but that is missing. But I kind of factored that into the price I was paying. But it's so cute. I figured somebody would want that for their collection. And also a theme of the day is picking up these McDonald's toys. So I hope there's a few collectors out there that could use one of these, because I picked up a bunch. Another Peanuts fan favorite are Hallmark ornaments. This is a magic one. I didn't even notice that yesterday. I'm gonna have to check it out, make sure it works, and pop it in the shop. And also I picked up this one. Oh, it's also a magic one. I guess I should pay more attention when I'm buying things. The surprises just keep coming. Alright, well there's more to show, but the table is full. So I'm gonna clear this off and be right back. A few books I picked up. Snoopy's tennis book. Have It Your Way, Charlie Brown. Don't Give Up, Charlie Brown. And Here's to You, Charlie Brown. Now, you might notice that 3 of these have very distinctive covers. And then this cover, I usually see it in yellow. I don't see it in white very often, so I picked it up. And this design, I hardly ever see on books. It's a later design. Not exactly sure when, but whenever I see this design and the book's in decent condition, I snap that up, because I usually don't have them for my collection, and if I already do, then surely somebody else is going to want it for their collection, and you might as well make it easier for other collectors to find the missing pieces. So this says 1986. That's when that's from. Next up, I already have this in my library, but I figured somebody else would want the Peanuts trivia and reference book for theirs. Now this is written by Monty Schultz and Jody Millward, and Monty Schultz is Charles Schultz's son. So let's answer one of the questions in here. At complete random, who lost 8,000 checkers games in a row, and to whom? Is it Charlie Brown? And Lucy? Because I can see her through the page here. There's the comic strip that goes with that question. It's too bad the pages are a little too transparent. You can just kind of cheat. But we all know that Charlie Brown would have been the loser. But this is a great book, and you can pick it up in my shop at some time. Just follow us and subscribe to our newsletter. Next, we've got some puzzles here. These are probably from the 1980s. These are some definitely older ones. Love these two. Milton Bradley. This other one is from Golden. And all three of these puzzles have never been used. I can't believe I found them in such good condition, and they were so cheap. Okay, last little thing in this bag, we've got Snoopy Joe Cool. This is an Applause PVC. Probably seen it in other videos. Could not pass this up for the price. We have a Snoopy Flying Ace plate. It says, "Just wait till next time, Red Baron." And this was made by the Danbury Mint. It's part of their Peanuts Magical Moments. The dealer has a bunch of these, but only brought one to the flea market, so I'm just gonna have to follow him around to all the flea markets and pick up all the plates. Next we have this vintage table cover. This is by Ambassador, which is basically Hallmark. There we go. I've got this Malina jeweled hanging ornament kit. My mom actually made a set of these in the 80s, so I grew up with these on our Christmas tree every year. This is quite the quick kit with all the little sequins, and you get all your thread. Gotta cut out all your pieces and put it together. So it's quite an undertaking. So if you find the ornaments already put together, that might be the way to go if you're not a crafty person. Now we get to the final bag, and I found a booth where they had just bins and bins of all sorts of little Snoopy toys like this. So this is from, oh, I didn't know it was going to make such a racket. I think this is Burger King. Yep, this is from Burger King. Oddly enough, I don't have a lot of these Burger King toys in my collection. I don't know why I didn't get them when they came out. I kind of figured I would pick them up eventually. Picked up this keychain, so cute. Snoopy with the paw puppets from Applause. Got Snoopy on a motorcycle and Snoopy on a motorcycle. I figured there would be a collector out there that would love to have these for their collection. Another McDonald's toy. We've got Schroeder with Snoopy. And this great Charlie Brown and Snoopy toy, also from McDonald's. These are from the 2015 movie release. And I got two. Oh, put your legs on straight, Charlie Brown. This one's actually pretty new. This is a Snoopy Beagle Scout, and he's still got his keychain, so that is why I picked him up. I don't know if he still works. Let's find out. He still works! Watch. Yes! It's hard to find him still working. And here we go. I told you there'd be more. Another rarity to find. This is again one of these, just like this Woodstock. This is the Snoopy version. You're supposed to push down Snoopy. See how that works? And then he sort of pops up and the vehicle goes. So that's the pop and go. Got a couple of ornaments here. I think these are, you just, the cut and sew ornaments. So you get a big sheet of fabric and then you cut it out and make your ornaments. I figured I'd pick them up. Might be able to put them on my Christmas tree. Another oddity I picked up. This is Snoopy from Spain, and this is an international toy again. So it's interesting to see an American flea market. Here's a Snoopy that's a little dirty, but he used to sit on a little pot of Play-Doh. You usually don't find it with the Play-Doh pot, but you also have this little stamp at the bottom for stamping into your Play-Doh. And since I don't see these very often, I picked them up. Here's a Linus hair clip. I love Linus, so I picked this up. And I told you there was more of these. This is another Nightlight, so we'll have to see if these work. There's another one. And I picked up a couple of these Woodstocks. They're little bobbleheads. I love these. Oh, here we go. Here's another Burger King toy. This one is like Sherlock Snoopy. A little something weird I picked up. A couple of Sally coins from Knott's Camp Snoopy, I believe. 1993. I remember going to Knott's Camp Snoopy and buying a bunch of these. Here's Woodstock on a Zamboni. This is also from McDonald's. And here I've got a couple of Woodstocks. Now I'm not sure what these go to, but whenever I find these sort of lone Woodstocks that obviously go to something, I pick them up because you never know when somebody needs that missing Woodstock, because it just falls on the floor when you're trying to do a video, and hopefully you don't lose it. This one's got a little hole in the bottom, so it probably stuck into something, whereas this one does not have a hole in the bottom. So I'm gonna have to figure out what these go to, or if you already know, if you already know, let me know in the comments. Here's a Knott's Camp Snoopy keychain. Don't see these too often, so I picked that up. Nice metal keychain. Picked up this Whitman's ornament. Snoopy busting out of a Christmas ball ornament. Thought it was pretty cute, and I didn't think I had any in my shop, so might as well pick that up. And this year I have just been hitting the mother load for these vintage 1980s determined PVCs. Just filling up the shop with these whenever I find them. Here we've got Snoopy Flying Ace. It's nice that these are in a bag so they don't get all messed up. We've got sort of the Snoopy Come Home look. There's a cowboy Snoopy here. Basketball Snoopy. And finally we've got a skiing Snoopy. Now these can be tricky to find because these ski poles can get broken easily. And then we've got Snoopy on a bike. Love that one. And then we've got one final item we're gonna need to do a real wide shot for. All right, last item. This is actually one of the first items I bought of the day. A sleeping bag! Look at this beautiful thing. Who wants to go camping with me? It's like the year of sleeping bags for me. Looks to be in pretty good condition. It's a little faded, But it smells nice because they washed it. Look at that beautiful thing. And of course, this lovely apron. Now all I need to go with this apron is the A&W grill. Snoopy grill. I'm looking for one of those at a reasonable price for years. Let me know if you know where to get one. Thanks for joining us today for our flea market finds. If you want to know where I found all these goodies and how much I paid, be sure to join us on Patreon, link in the description below. And also, you can find us on our social channels and at CollectPeanuts.com. Thanks for watching. Bye! You ready for this, Molly? Grumble? Grumble? Good girl. Okay, you can't just stay in shot all the time. No. People came here for the Snoopy, not for the Molly, right? Who's my cutie? Who's my cutie? That's not the right response to that. Oh! Don't get my lens dirty. What? Oh, it's the last one. Here you go.